Hey there everybody, Milknyte here, and welcome to the next part of Akiba's strip, Undead Undressed. We're going to continue from where we left off with the Shizuku route. I was just double checking my mic was working fine. That's all good, we're good to go. Okay, so we were going to take some sort of delivery, weren't we, to do with an arcade board for partners, I believe. And there's also some sort of cosplay festival going on, which we're going to be heading to, I'm assuming after we drop the delivery on. So, let's go and do that delivery. So we're going to head to Junk Street.
I smell a rare arcade board.
Well, that was fast.
You hand over the ROM you got in the paper bag there. Or don't, because then I get to take it by force.
Well, I specialize in force, so let's
Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
almost.
Here we go. Stop. Here we go.
Whoops, that's not a good start.
Now, don't.
Okay, there we go. That was a bit dicey. Could have gone either way.
Oh, hey, partner. I've been expecting you. Pop sent you, right? Yeehaw! This here is silicon gold. Been searching 30-odd years for it, I have. You be sure to thank him right good now, Yert. And of course, the Cosplay Fest entry fee is a done deal. Don't you worry your silky little head none, all right?
Oh, we have an email. Why haven't you replied yet? It's because you've lost interest in the game. Please give me another chance. I'll be waiting for your arcade at our regular spot. It becomes more apparent as the messages go on. You'll probably work it out.
Hey, thanks for running that over. Cotty and the others finished getting changed. They're already on their way to the event.
Photographer, your mission is to take lots of pictures.
Gonna miss them if you don't hurry.
Here we are, cosplay event. Oh, that looked really cool.
Ah, there you are. Over here, over here. Look around you. The town is overflowing with cosplayers. It's amazing.
I should have never agreed to this. It's so embarrassing to be seen in public in this getup.
No worries. In Akiba, this is everyday wear.
Your sister did a fantastic job making this outfit. It feels so comfortable.
So, what do you think? How do you like our SP cosplay?
Oh yeah, we have to compliment Shizuku.
Thank you.
Whoa! Check out that super high quality stripperism group!
Please, let us take your picture.
Yes, yes, please. Come, let's do the poses we practiced.
Excuse me a minute, there's my neighbour's dog's barking and I think the microphone's picking it up. I'm gonna have to shut the window. Really obnoxious. Signs of an untrained dog when you're leaving them out in the garden and they just constantly bark.
Seriously? We're actually doing that?
Well, of course we are, silly. Overflowing with smiles. I am Pink Prism.
Brimming with hope. I am Ambrism.
Toko.
Glistening with purity. I am Sapphism.
Shizuku's totally into it.
Together, we are the unbreakable wall that keeps Akiba safe from harm. We are Akiba Squad Strip Prism.
Seriously, guys, this is really embarrassing.
Not for me. I am Lily Omi. I am Sapphism.
Wow, Shizuku, you really got into your part. You are terrifying? No, terrific.
Huh? What's wrong, I mean, Sapphism?
Synthesters. They've slipped into that crowd over there.
What? Now?
The girls of SP Squad cannot forgive those who would dare throw the piece of Akiba off balance.
Hey, Shizuku!
Oh my! You must go after her, please.
You there. You have been identified as synthesters, bent on throwing Akiba's piece off balance.
What the hell's your problem, you little cosplay bitch?
With the melody of purest water, I, Sapphism, shall punish you.
Hey, what's going on? They putting on a skit for us?
Oh, cameras at the ready. This ought to be good.
Prepare for judgment.
Time to fight them off.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Now,
Let's do this.
Special attack time.
Let's do it. Take more. It's supposed to be fun. Here we go. Here we go.
I'll cosplay them as well, nice.
Let's go. You've got me.
Might as well collect all the buddies if we can. Almost had her. And a nice level up to end it. Oh, we got an email. 2 of them actually. Oh, they're just saying where they're at. This is totally embarrassing. Toko's, yeah, a little bit bright red from it.
Bravo! Bellissimo! What a great show! Stripperism rules!
I can't believe we just fought synthesters in costume.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
No, it's okay. Thanks to you, we won the performance award. See? Somebody on the executive committee even gave us a trophy.
So glad people mistook that for a show.
Cosplay is actually rather enjoyable.
Right? You know, there's a sequel to Strip Prism called Strip Prism R. We should cosplay from R next time.
I look forward to it.
Oh, come on! We're going to do it again? Oh, boy.
I want us to make Akiba a peaceful place very soon, so we can all cosplay together without a care on our faces.
I'd like that too. Let's make it happen.
But first, we should go back to Mogra to put up our trophy.
Right, let's head back to Mogra.
Sounds like the cosplay contest went well. I regret not going.
Yes, the Akiba Freedom Fighters have certainly leveled up.
Good PR move, too. Maybe we'll get us a few new fans now.
We might, but let's not forget that our goal is to fight for peace in Akiba, not win fans. I believe we've made a real difference in our patrols and helped cut down on the number of victims considerably. However, these incidents have finally become widespread enough to hit the newspapers.
I guess there really is only so much a group like us can do.
Well, I certainly don't think the work we're doing is in vain per se. But we've yet to get to the root of the problem, and until we do, our fight may never end. We need to find out who precisely is responsible for creating the synthesters and why.
So what you're saying is we're attacking the symptoms when we should be trying to cure the disease.
The problem is we don't know where that is.
The organization everybody keeps talking about moves from place to place, so the location of their hideout is secret, right? Even the office where you were tied up is empty now.
You know, it's weird. I keep thinking back to Rin's warning. Remember? She said we shouldn't turn our backs on that Daishihan lady.
Rin said that?
Well now, what sort of conversation am I interrupting this time?
Ah, Miss President!
Just talking about the latest gossip is all.
Oh, I do love juicy gossip. What was it? Or perhaps you'd prefer not to sing my praises while I'm here.
No, it wasn't praises. Apparently, Rin said we shouldn't turn our backs on you, Miss President.
Hmm?
Man, you didn't have to give it to her straight like that. At least dance around the topic a little.
Oh, but I don't think Miss President seems like a bad person. So I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding.
But it is rather distressing. I wonder why she thinks so poorly of me.
We don't actually know why Rin told us that either, to be honest.
What do you think of all this? Am I untrustworthy?
You do seem like the plotting type.
Oh, no more so than any other woman. Still, I doubt that Rin's distrust of me is quite so personal.
What do you mean?
She may be a bit disillusioned with Daishihan Pharmaceuticals as a whole.
Huh. But doesn't she work as an ad girl for you guys? Don't tell me she's being underpaid.
Our remuneration is most generous, I assure you. Rin must have found something relating to the synthesters. Within the company, I should be the only person aware of the synthesters' existence. But some of our employees may well be perceptive enough to have caught on themselves, partially at least. And among them, some might be unsavory enough to exploit what they know for personal gain. Which could give Rin the impression that I'd be in league with their nefarious tricks.
That's quite a theory. Sounds like you might have a few ideas what these nefarious tricks are, unless I'm completely off the mark on that.
Well, I may be the CEO, but that doesn't mean I know everything that happens within our walls. Still, I may know where to start looking for answers at least. And I hope you believe me when I tell you I truly wish to give you my full assistance. For starters, I think I may snoop around the office a bit. If I find anything, I'll be sure to let you know right away.
Okay, how about if we just meet with Rin and just straight up, ask her what she meant? After patrol time, I guess. First things first, right? Let's start with Main Street today.
Got some more stuff to look at. Let's quickly check the email stuff. I'll need to copy them over later. Too many amateur photographers, that is all. I didn't do strip prism, but I was a catter from Mind Equals Zero, the that one anime that's referenced in the loading screen as an ad. That's kind of clever. Chick from Finland in the mix, Katie. I like the fact they know who Katie is. always like looking at the pitter thread. It's quite cool. It's not as active as it is on the remake of the first game. Like, it doesn't scroll automatically kind of thing, but like you can just scroll through it casually yourself, sort of deal. And I'm fine with that, you know. Oh look, karaoke. I wish karaoke was a thing in this game. Like
so
in,
the problem's at
Sleeping
Daishihan,
Dogs.
and not specifically with the president lady, huh? Gotta admit, that would help explain why those goons went after Rin. But we've already got our hands full with the synthesters. We don't need to deal with corporate shenanigans on top of that. Oh, hey. Almost forgot I'm totally out of surfacer for my model kits. I'm gonna go buy a bunch. Help me carry it, would you? Oh, don't give me that look. I'll buy you lunch or something.
Load of the whole left side of the menu.
What are you... Ooh, hold up. Yeah, I don't like the looks of these guys at all.
You're working with Rin.
Who? Us?
You will hand her over to us now. Give us her whereabouts.
How the hell are we supposed to do either of those things?
Don't play innocent.
That's none of your concern.
This will not be pleasant for you, you understand. Consider it a lesson in obedience and respect.
Damn it. Guess we just gotta fight our way out of this one.
Damn right. Kind of wish there was a special attack with Kaito.
Let's go.
Some of the noises they make. Good stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, nice try, losers. Oh, I guess you were the one doing the actual fighting. Me, I was just doing my best not to get hit. I'm guessing those are the same suits who attacked you before, huh? They've gotta have some connection to Daishihan. And they thought we were in with Rin, too. They probably recognized you from that fight where you saved her bacon. I'm thinking maybe Little Miss CEO is telling the truth after all. There really is something going on under her nose. Yeah. You should probably track her down and let her know what happened. Anyway, I gotta tell you, I don't like this one bit. Feels like Akiba's going crazy all around us. But what can you do, you know? We've just gotta keep it together and, I don't know, keep on keeping on, I guess. Let's head back to Mogra. I'll buy the surfacer next time I'm out.
Yeah, Kaito's pretty cool. I kind of grow on. He kind of grows on me more as I play now. Now that I think about it, he's a lot more tolerable than Nobu. Screw you, I'm done with the game. It's a piece of shit anyway. It's not like I don't have anything better to do with my time. Wonder what game they're talking about now. I can't remember if they mentioned it in the email. Either way, yeah, he's salty.
You got attacked by thugs in suits? The ones who were after Rin?
I don't know what their problem was. I told them we weren't even Rin's friends, but they didn't care.
I think that's your phone. Did you receive a mail?
Oh, it's by Ren. Come to the shrine right now.
Whoa, whoa, hold up. Where are you off to all of a sudden?
We're off to the shrine. But we can't tell them yet.
Looks like you came alone. Awfully trusting of you. And so nonchalantly, too. Guess I got the right email address. I found it in the data I recovered from Daishihan Pharmaceuticals. Now, why do you suppose that might be?
Daishan keeping tabs.
Could well be. However, can you think of any other reason why Daishihan would have your contact info? Maybe a job you applied for by email, which promised rare goods as payment? Oh, I'm quite serious. The email addresses I pulled from Daishihan's records came from the applicants for that very job. I'm sure even you can figure out what that means, can't you? Daishihan Pharmaceuticals and the organization are connected. Now, I couldn't tell you why Daishihan would be getting themselves involved in all this, but there's no doubt that they are. There's an indisputable connection between them and the Synthesters. We're not talking about me right now. Please try to quiet down and pay attention. But I suppose I can at least tell you what I've been hoping to get out of this whole mess. I'm going to purge the Synthesters. Completely. Cut them off at the source. More or less. Of course, I haven't quite worked out exactly how to do that yet. All I know is Synthesters should not exist. They do not belong in this world. I suppose in that sense our goals are the same. So maybe, depending on circumstances, it might not be so bad to work with you Akiba freedom fighters. But I have two conditions. First, you don't get to ask about my history at all. And second, you can't get Shizuku Tokikaze involved any further than she is. The two of us had a certain connection once. Now I can't even stand the sight of her. I have information you're going to want, and you know how well I can handle myself in a fight. You can have both, my knowledge and my skills, just by letting Shizuku go. Think it over, decide what you want, and figure out which one of us can better help you. Oh, and this little tidbit is free. Zenya Amo, he's searching for you, by which I do mean the Akiba freedom fighters, but also you, personally. Sooner or later, he will find you. You've gotten the better of him one time. Do not let that go to your head. Take some time to think things through, but don't keep me waiting too long. Until we meet again, my little sheepling.
Oh, Pitter's blowing up again. Total Chowhound Beef Ball Restaurants. Oh, they're talking about people that are eating a lot of food. Doing some eating contest? No, it's normal customer. Yeah, Symphoster. Disgusting goo pigoo desu. Regular dude about high school age. Food fighter. Seven Chan. My big brother's appetite went up crazy, basically what you described. Is your occupation little sister? I'm a little sister-like organism. Someone says trap. It's obvious that that's Nana because of the avatar. The avatar's the little doll that she carries around. It has to be her. That or it's just a complete guess, but like, yeah. I like the pitter stuff going on. Oh, this jackass again. Get a job. Okay, back to the Mogra.
So Rin's actually offered to join us, huh? Certainly didn't expect that.
She's a multi-talented person fighting to defend Akiba.
But asking us to kick Shizuku out of the group?
We're still missing too much information. We should ask Miss Kasugai directly about the Daishion connection, I think.
I sent a note to her mail address, but she hasn't written me back yet.
Yeah, she seems all flighty and free-spirited, but she's still a company president. I bet she's got a lot on her plate. Unlike the owner of a certain game bar I know.
Hey now, be nice to your elders.
If the Akiba freedom fighters want to join forces with Rin, I'll understand. I can chase after the synthesters by myself.
Now hold on just a minute. We've done great together all this time. We can't split up now.
Thank you.
Let's put this whole Rin business on hold for now. It's about time to get out and patrol.
Man, I don't know if I can keep my head clear with all this Daishihan organization nonsense. But I guess we've still got a town to save, right?
We do. I think we should start in the Yodobashi Camera Plaza this time.
Another email. Sorry, here we go. Hello, it seems I've been accidentally sending emails to you instead of my friend Hanazono. Sorry for the trouble, would you please delete the previous emails I sent, thank you. So yeah, we were just getting like abusive emails, and then... This is why you should always proofread before sending stuff to people. Although it happens probably quite a lot, more than we think. Oh my god, that donation collector. She was on something then. Getting quite a bit of lag in here. My character model is not super smooth right now.
Hey!
Strange monsters. Yes, we happen to be one of them, kinda. Did I just see the word Gundam Cafe then? It's a shame we can't go in that building. It'd be amazing. It'd be like getting served by actual Gundams. People dressed up as actual Gundams.
This town is filled with stories and music, all tied together by the smiles of those who hear them. I find that way of life to be positively inspiring. But the synthesters seek to disrupt it. They're the missed note in the symphony, the flubbed line in the play, and I won't rest until they've been stopped. Look, at that corner. Those are synthesters, without a doubt. Let's go.
We fight. Good to go. Here we go.
Get a bit of monies.
Is that all? Be careful. I'm still sensing a presence.
Ha ha ha! Found you! I knew if I left enough bait for you, you'd eventually come crawling out from your hole.
Xenia Amo.
You left me in debt to you when last we met. And I've come here to settle accounts. Debt goes against my principles, you see. I hate to owe money and despise owing favors. But the worst debts of them all are debts of pride, and I can't allow this one to go unpaid. I will repay my debt to you in full, this instant. I am no longer the Xenia you've come to know. I have unlocked my inner power to become Hyper Xenia! And Hyper Xenia will not allow the likes of you to stand in his way.
Careful. Everything about him is different than it was before.
Pathetic ants! Writhe in the dirt beneath my magnifying glass and let me watch you burn!
Special attack. Before he even got a chance to move. I don't know if this is the full fight.
Here we go. Here we go.
Nah, he's got infinite health. Might as well just smack him around.
You're not going to succeed. Here we go.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, there we go. Done enough damage.
You think you've hurt me? I barely even felt a scratch!
You're lying. Even the original Synthester can't possibly brush off such massive damage.
You worthless scum! Do you still think you can stand up to me? I'll tear you limb from limb!
No, he can still move.
Die!
That's enough!
Rin?
You think I'd leave something like this for my big sister to handle?
Out of my way! What do you think you're doing?
Rin. Why? Why would you cover for us like that?
Rin, how could you? How could you stand in the way of our ambitions? No, my power is reversing, head burning up.
What's wrong? You look a bit winded.
Damn you! I can't fight like this! I demand a rematch! If garbage like you thinks it can defeat me, then come to the battle arena and prove it! Consider this my official invitation. And should you turn me down, I'll make sure the innocents of this town take your place in hell. Do you hear me, garbage? This is my royal command!
He got away?
Sis, I told you not to get yourself involved any more than you already were.
Rin, hang in there. No time for questions now. We need to get her someplace safe. Come on, let's take her back to Mogra.
Yeah, we need to take her back so she can recover.
She's got some scrapes and bruises, but I don't see any signs of serious injury anywhere.
So, Shizuku, you gonna tell us how you know her or what?
Get ready for the biggest plot twist.
Rin is my younger sister.
Right, of course. She's your sister. Huh? Wait, hold the phone. She's your sister?
That was an oddly delayed reaction.
So does that make her a Night Eater too?
You know, I actually called this one. Just wish I'd have said it out loud. It's like the kind of twist you see on TV. You've got the two sisters at odds, both dealing with some major crisis, and then some bad guy comes in, and they both have to fight him.
Really?
Pops, you so didn't call this. Don't even pretend. And wipe that whole smirk off your face.
Two little sister characters in the same group. This could pose a danger to our identities and create a rift in the fabric of reality.
No, I'm fairly certain that it couldn't.
6 months ago, Rin ran away from home, but she left a note behind. It was roughly 50 pages long and outlined all her resentment and hatred toward me. It said I no longer had the right to call her sister, and proclaimed that she never wanted to see my face again, among other things.
50 pages isn't a note. That's a freaking light novel.
Was it her falling out with you that led her to run away from home?
Well...
I think Rin is waking up.
Rin, are you you're awake. I was afraid you might not ever open your eyes again.
Why? I tried so hard to keep you from getting involved.
I'm sorry, Rin. I only wanted to know how you truly felt.
Sis, I'm really sorry. I wanted so much to keep you from getting caught up in my fight. So I wrote all those horrible things.
I thought that might have been it. You left me that note so I'd stay away. That must have been very painful for you. I'm so sorry you had to go through that.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. That was an awful thing for me to do. I just couldn't live with the thought of placing you in harm's way. So I thought... Sis, I'm so sorry. Please, can you ever forgive me?
Of course. It'll take more than 50 pages of hatred to bring me down.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'd hold that against her if it were me.
Yeah, me too.
We'll talk more later. For now, you need to get some rest.
You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like.
You say that like you own the place. I mean, not like I'm gonna turn her away or nothing.
Thank you very much.
All right, then. I'll take advantage of your hospitality for a while. Thank you.
So pop idols can be night eaters too, huh? Truth really is stranger than fiction.
I'd say they're equally strange and equally ordinary. Hmm? Rin, you're up and about. Yep. A little R&R is all I needed to get my strength back. I feel totally fine now. Everyone here at Mogra has been really kind to me. So thanks once again, from the bottom of my heart. No, we don't need to be thanked. It's the least we can do after you've given us so many good times with your lovely music. Oh, well, thanks for that too. I'm kind of a terrible singer, honestly, but if you enjoy it, that's good enough for me.
Man, it's like this Rin and the pop idol Rin are two totally different people.
Indeed, this Rin is far more courteous.
That's because as a pop idol, Rin's what you might call a tsundere. Hard on the outside, but soft where it counts.
Hard on the outside is right. Seems like all her songs are about the frozen moon staining her heart with madness and other screwy stuff like that.
That's entirely a stage persona. It's all a carefully rehearsed act.
It would have to be. The Rin I know is as gentle and kind as can be.
Oh, come on, sis. You're embarrassing me. All this talk of me being gentle and kind and cute and wise.
I think you added a couple.
That's why it shocked me so much when you left me that note.
That was an act too. I just didn't want you getting mixed up in my problems. But forget about me for a second. Why on earth, of all people, would you make a boy like this your familiar?
Huh?
You can only enter into the blood contract once in your entire lifetime. You two are bound by fate now, forever. I mean, you're this elegant young lady, sis. Don't you think you should have chosen someone a little more presentable?
Excuse me, princess. That meme. I got you familiar right here. Oh, it could be crass too, huh? Yeah, it's be crass.
How dare you take that tone of voice with me?
Rin, this young man has come to my aid countless times already. So please try not to say such hurtful things about him.
Sis, I can't fault you for being kind-hearted. If you want to take pity on some wretched lowlife, that just shows how compassionate you are.
Hey, not to break up this touching display of emotion, but you've got somebody glaring holes through you right now. If she doesn't say something, she might explode.
Well, who might you be?
Some wretched lowlife's little sister.
Little sister?
I've been listening to your slanderous ramblings. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is allowed to speak ill of Brody but me.
Well, look at you, cutest thing ever. Ugh. You're nothing at all like your brother. Could it be that he's only your half-brother or some such?
No. We're definitely blood siblings.
Oh, well, thank goodness you got all the good genes. Your adorability is some kind of miracle. I'm gonna pat your head now. Pat, pat.
Somebody help. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
What a charming little lady. Now
Yes,
listen
she's
up,
quite
minion.
smitten, Madonna.
Sis may have had some nice things to say about you, but don't let it go to your head. Make sure you know your place and act with all appropriate discretion. If you start to get overly familiar with her, you'll be sorry. Are we clear?
So much for gentle and kind.
Rin, I wonder if you might tell me now why you disappeared, why you ran away.
Greetings and salutations to you all.
Oh, hello,
What's
Shion.
this I hear about the freedom fighters gaining a new member?
Shion Kasugai.
At ease, Rin. Or shall I call you Ms. Tokikaze? I have no desire to fight you.
Then why did you come here?
Rin, calm down. Let's hear what she has to say.
Thank you, Shizuku. I know you first came to my company because you were looking for something. And I also know there must be a reason you harbor such misgivings about the company now, yes?
There is a reason. It's because of the synthesters who've been terrorizing Akiba. Every time they show up, I search the area, and I always find Daishihan's tracks somewhere nearby. Tracks so deep and obvious you shouldn't even try to deny them. Daishihan's involved, and that's crystal clear.
And that's why you entered our poster girl contest, I suppose.
So, President Shion Kasugai, are you going to stand there and tell me you have no idea what's going on inside your own company? Wherever there are synthesters, Daishihan is always close behind them.
I'm afraid you're only half right, Rin. And the other half is absolutely wrong.
Excuse me?
The reason I've been playing hooky so much lately is because my company suffered a bit of a coup d'etat, you might say.
A coup d'etat? That don't sound good.
A particular faction in the office has been fighting to dethrone me. If they take my place, they'll impose their own management paradigm, very different from mine. Officially, they're pursuing research and development for a new medical breakthrough. Well, breakthrough might be putting it too mildly. Supposedly, this new technology can stimulate the human body at the cellular level, accelerating everything from healing time to muscle growth.
You don't mean...
My, you catch on quick. Now, if I were to venture a guess, I'd say their efforts have been focused on synthesters' medical treatments. Synthesters may be weak to sunlight and prone to violence, but in other ways, they're far superior to the rest of us.
Except they operate outside all sense of reason or purpose. To use beings like that for any sort of personal gain is...
Let's get back to the point. You're admitting Daishihan Pharmaceuticals is connected to the organization.
I'm saying it may very well be. Unfortunately, we have no proof. What I can say is that my company has vermin in the walls, and they're constantly scurrying behind my back.
Meaning, if Daishihan is in cahoots with the organization, you're not involved, right?
That's what I have been trying to tell you, yes. It's a bit of a shame, really. When the synthesters first came about, I thought I was the first in the company to know anything about them. I never suspected that anyone around me could have been involved, let alone behind it all, if that's what they are. I was so busy looking, I missed the answers right under my nose.
Always darkest right by the lamppost, huh?
Well, coup d'etat or no, I'm still officially the company president. I'll do what I can to clean house and expose whatever threads bind us to this organization. But Rin, I truly would appreciate your help. I want you to continue investigating Daishihan from the inside, just as you have been.
I'd have done that with or without you. And don't think I've taken my eye off you yet, Shion Kasugai. For all we know, you're just here to trick us into letting our guard down.
Believe what you will. It is my company, after all. Ultimately, the responsibility does rest with me. Oh, absolutely. It's as unethical as can be. Though, from a research standpoint, I can't deny the allure. At any rate, I believe I've told you all I know. If I discover anything useful, I'll be sure to contact you again post-haste. Though I may not be CEO for much longer.
Shion Kasugai. How far can we trust you?
Okay, so Miss Kasugai's looking into the Daishihan stuff, right? So let's get back to the problem we got. Zenya Amo's still waiting for you guys at the battle arena.
He warned us that if we didn't face him there, he'd attack the innocent people of Akiba indiscriminately.
The synthesters are already attacking people indiscriminately, though. What kind of a threat is that?
I think what he means is there'll be more attacks if you guys don't hurry over to the damned arena.
Amo raised his own power during our last battle. He's not going to make this easy.
What other choices, though?
Wow, that sounds so cool.
Hey, listen. You got this guy cornered, and, dogs bite when you corner them. Times like this, ain't no such thing as being too careful.
Amo could call us out at any moment. We should go.
I want to go too, sis.
No, you're staying here.
But why?
Come on. To the battle arena.
Sounds good to me. Let's quickly check Pitta. Radio Kaiken construction. I was in grade school when it closed, but I used to go with my brother. The doll shops were fun. There's some nice men are coming for you. Maybe we should go and see Nana and quickly see what we could get upgraded. Because I need to do more damage with my weapon.
Got it.
Weapon time. So my leak needs to be improved. So way to sort now. Encyclopedia listing, that's better. That way I'll know what doubles I have. This won't take me too long, hopefully. I mean, look at how much stuff I've got here. We're gonna need all of this because Zenya's got quite a bit of beefy armor with his weapons. Not with his weapons, with his clothing, I should say. I don't use water pistols. Boxing gloves, got way too many of those.
Hold on a sec. Okay.
Legit leak, nice. It'll do about 314 per swing. Not too bad. Let's see what clothing. I suppose our hot pants need more work. Let me get the encyclopedia listing, although it was already done anyway. Actually, hold on. Do I have any clothing with high stat rating? I have a few diva outfits. National military pants, not really going to use those. Okay, we're good with these.
Hold on a sec. Okay.
+1, nice. No, not weapons. I want to do the top this time as well. Try and get that improved. Blue Chengonsun? I can't pronounce that, I'm terrible. Like, we're losing all of our money, but it's worth it, so our stats will be improved. I got Zenya's suit like twice, although they're low level.
Hold on a sec. Okay.
Freaky pink zebra striped tube top, yeah.
Good luck.
Okay, we're good. Right, we're going to be off to the arena, because we're now stronger and more sturdier.
So, you didn't back down after all. You deserve a slow clap for that. What brought you here, then? Resignation to your fate? Or delusional confidence?
You synthesters are a blight on this town. No one has the right to steal these people's livelihoods.
What livelihoods? These people only squander their precious mortal time. You see, contrary to popular belief, all men are not created equal. Rather, every man has his worth. And otaku are no exception. All they do is consume that which they're given. They make no contribution to society. They pursue no real goal. They're jacks of no trade and masters of nothing. It's the natural order of things to drain such cowards dry. Fitting, is it not, that their energy should provide the nourishment we seek? In the great master's plan, each rung in the ladder of society will receive exactly what it deserves. We can shake ourselves free of all the irresolute, spiritless nobodies in this accursed existence. Allow me to spell it out for you in words you can understand, then. You pathetic otaku aren't needed. I can see you're not about to listen to reason.
Say it's the most unstable
Which
guy
leaves
in
me
the room
no
right
choice but to separate your souls from your broken bodies.
now. Target Xenia. There we go.
Now, let's do this.
Let's do it! Yeah, yeah. Take this!
Unprepared?
Never got Xenia done with.
We got him?
No! It can't be!
It is. You lost. It's over.
I'm not like the other otaku. I put everything, my life itself, on the line. I was going to make this a haven of chosen otaku. Only the finest specimens.
Yeah, that elitism backfired, buddy. Your ideals are bad and you should feel
Damn it! Was I wrong? Was I not defending this town's righteousness? If not, then everything I've done is... No! No!
You're no longer a synthester. And until your wounds heal naturally, you'd do well to stay away from this town you love so much. But once you've reverted into an ordinary otaku, I look forward to meeting you again on the streets of Akihabara.
How could I?
I don't know how we did it, but we won. And I'm very glad you're all right. Show yourself. You cannot hide from me.
Oh, look who it is.
So, you've proven yourself superior to Xenia. Such a contradiction is man. He will fight against an injustice for generations, but as soon as he gains the faintest gleam of power, his conviction begins to falter. Such was the fate of Xenia. He flew too close to the sun, lured by his own predominance, until his wings simply burned away. We've all seen his kind before. A man who shows remarkable talent until his first taste of loss. Then, after a single setback, he loses all faith in himself. His invincible self-image cracks and crumbles. If only he would have evaluated his failings, learned from them and grown. Instead, he invested the whole of his being into a drug he knew so little about. Such a pity. I had plans for him. I had hoped he'd be of use for longer. But I can only fault myself for that miscalculation.
So you're the one behind all this. I've been looking for you. For quite a while.
Shizuku, After Ren left, I never imagined you, too, would abandon the Night Eater village.
We agreed to let no harm befall the humans. When one of us breaks that pact, the rest of us have a duty to set things right. Soga, do you honestly comprehend what it is you're doing?
Of course, and I have taken every precaution, I assure you. Fate has already chosen whose lives will continue and whose will not.
What gives you the right?
Arguing is pointless. The truth of the matter came to me long ago. And so, I can offer you two choices. Either leave this town, or sit by and watch as the inevitable comes to pass. You are free to choose whichever best suits you. But know that if you insist on becoming obstacles again, I will not hesitate to crush you.
His name is Soga Kagutsuki. He's from the same Night Eater clan as myself and Rin. And he looks to be the mastermind behind this whole operation. I had a feeling he might be. I just hoped I was wrong.
Oh, more Pidda stuff. Rin's song lineup, fantasy baseball. So they're doing like a fan-made set list. Delete thread. Clean up Hidda is such a rocky LOL, you're waiting to be called out. Excuse me. All their songs are shit. Rin's songs are below karaoke level, street musicians begging for money to show her up. That's hilarious. You always get that one in the thread that just shits on everything no matter what. Right, let's head back to Mogra.
I come from a village of Night Eaters. We're a long-lived people, much longer lived than ordinary humans by far. However, our reproductive abilities are spotty. We're rarely blessed with children, and our numbers are dwindling. Neighboring villages have forgotten we even exist. Most of us have simply accepted that as our fate, and gone on with our lives. But not Soga. He tried to rally the people of the village into actively pursuing some means of keeping the Night Eater legacy alive. Unfortunately for him, no one was interested. I think they'd all given up by that point. The last Night Eater to be born was Rin, and that was over 150 years ago.
Well, the jury's still out on the exact time frame there.
Then, about 2 years ago, Soga disappeared. Rather suddenly at that. It's as if he decided his ruined kin were no longer worth his time, so he turned his back on us and left.
Hold up. Are you seriously telling me Rin is over 150 years old? What does that make you then?
The age stuff again.
My official age is 15, thank you very much.
I was born about 20 years before Rin, I believe. Though, when you live as long as we do, you stop keeping track after a while.
Yeah, my mind's kind of blown right now. I thought you were both young girl characters, but I guess you're actually older woman characters.
Don't define people by their appearances.
Back on topic. Do you know what this Soga person's doing in Akiba? Or why he's gotten involved with the synthesters?
We've been synthester hunters since the very beginning.
But we've had no synthesters to hunt for at least the past 100 years.
Because of that, most of us essentially stopped thinking about them and forgot what they were capable of.
So, when the cursed things came crawling out here, I started wondering, could our missing brother have something to do with it? That's when I wrote that nasty letter to keep Shizuku away, then skipped town to find out.
causing me minor trauma in the process. Regrettably, it seems Rin's intuition was right on the mark. Soga is the one pulling the strings here, without question.
So if we do something about him, that'll take care of the synthesters too?
That seems likely, yes.
Big Brother's not the only one who's gotten himself caught up in this mess, though. Daishihan Pharmaceuticals definitely has their nose in this, too. Not sure how deep they go, but still.
There are other questions as well, such as, why is this only occurring in Akiba? And why have no other locations been targeted?
That is a very good question.
Maybe it is happening in other places. It could be.
Well, if it is, nobody's talking about it on Pitter. I've only been seeing clips about monsters in Akiba.
Well, how about that? A real secret society trying to pull some evil plan on Japan.
Not Japan, just Akiba. The question remains, why has Soga come here? And why is this town the only place he's targeted? If we can answer these questions, we might be able to get to the heart of the matter.
Well, either way, we've still got a long road ahead of us. Maybe now we know who the bad guy is, but that don't exactly solve the problem. Know what I mean? Remember, the streets of Akiba are still crawling with those damn synthesters.
Yeah, we need to plan our next move.
Yeah, I agree. We can't rush things. We're freedom fighters. We've got a job to do, and we've got to do it right. Right?
So, guess we better get back to patrolling, since there ain't too many other options.
Good luck to everybody! Safe returns! Okay, sis, you're with me.
I, don't think that's a good idea. I mean, you're a celebrity. If you're walking around out there, you'll attract a crowd in no time.
That could be a problem.
I think it would be best if you were to accompany me.
We call Main Street, which means you two get Showa Street.
Understood.
More Pitter stuff. Get back to work, slacker. Pretending to work equals not working. I'm with Anzu on this. Yeah, I like the Pitter threads, they can be quite fun. We won't be going through the Pitter threads in New Game Plus naturally, because they're all the same.
Are you ready?
Huh? Whoa! These are the guys with the rewards on their heads. Which means if we take them both down, we get double the reward. Can't mess this up then. Better take that medicine so we can kick their asses in one go.
Medicine?
Yahoo! This stuff right here gives you more energy than you know what to do with. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We sure ain't gonna lose now.
This is the same as before. Don't let your guard down. These synthesters are out of control. They've abandoned what little reason they had.
We fight. Yeah. Take this! Here we go! Here we go!
Screw with me!
Did pretty well.
Well, we pulled through, but those weren't like the others. They were far more violent. Just like Amo the last time we faced him. Most likely the result of that drug they took before battle. But what was it? You don't look well. Your face is pale. Were you injured in the fight? You've been pushing yourself so hard these last few days. It must be wearing you down. That sound. Is that your phone? Yuto seems to have found something. We should head back to Mogra. This place.
Oh, we have an email. Yuto. Okay, so Yuto figured something out. He's the smart one, so chances are we're gonna be good. Options, what's showing up? Oh, is it just the wallpaper? Yeah. These are quite fun. You can put them on your mobile if you so wish. Maybe I'll put them on dependent on the route. Actually, what I should do is I should set them wallpaper to the appropriate route we're taking. In which case we're doing Shizuku's route. So it'll be a nice little reminder every time I go through each route. Okay, back to Mogra. Before we do that though, let's save. Because I've noticed the NPCs are getting a little bit beefier now. Okay, and back to Mogra.
Sorry to have called you back so suddenly, but I thought you should know about this as soon as possible. Take a look at this map.
This is a map of Akiba. But what are the points you placed on it?
Those are the locations of all known Synthestor incidents thus far.
Wow, nice work. This is why you're the dependable one. Your brother never could have put that together.
Oh, come on. I totally could have. Just because I don't always work hard doesn't mean I can't.
So, what did you find out?
The incidents are all contained within a near-perfect circle around Akihabara Station. Every single attack has taken place within a 400-meter radius of that one spot.
Oh, whoa. So what you're saying is... What are you saying exactly?
Well, I'm still not entirely certain about anything, of course. But a distinct pattern like this may be the smoking gun that tells us why Akiba was targeted.
You got a point. If all that mattered was having lots of people around, they could have picked Shinjuku, or Ikebukuro, or hell, downtown Tokyo.
Exactly. And if we can determine the reason Akiba was chosen, we might have an easier time figuring out how to put a stop to all this.
Right. So what is it about Akiba that you can't find anywhere else? Maids? Or fan comics, maybe?
There's a lot around here you can't find anywhere else. If that's all we have to go on, we're not much better off than before. I received a mail from Ms. Kasugai.
Oh? What about?
Let's see. It says, help, in alley near suit shop on Main Street.
What?
If Miss Kasugai is in trouble, we have to go save her.
Hold it. How do we know this isn't a trap?
Yeah, if she's in a bind, it's only right to do what we can for her.
We should count on being attacked when we get there. But either way, we should go. Come on.
Hey, over here! Hurry! Ah, you must have gotten my email. Glad you could make it.
What's the problem?
The problem? Well,
I found her. She's over here.
as you can see, I'm being rather fervently pursued. And I was hoping beyond hope that you'd come to my rescue.
Oh, we don't have our weapon taken out.
So now,
Let's do this.
Let's do a little order attack.
Let's do it!
look at the brat.
Dirty hands off me! Hold me! Dirty hands off
Come on.
Let's go.
Take this. Here we go. What do you think you're doing?
Stop!
Oh, we've got an email. Just Shion, just asking for help.
Whew, glad that's over with. Much obliged. I was on my way to Mogra when I found myself completely surrounded. I had nowhere else to turn.
Can you explain what's going on?
Once we're somewhere else, yes, of course I can. Shall we say, back at Mogra? Come now, let's be off.
So wait, you're saying there was a freaking revolt at your office and you got muscled out?
Not quite muscled out, per se. I stepped down of my own free will. Seems I stumbled upon some creative bookkeeping from one particular group within the company, and they didn't much care for the attention.
A revolt, huh? You got any idea who might have called the shots?
Sakaguchi, maybe? Our managing director. You've met him. Or don't you remember? He is rather easy to forget. Not much of a presence, that one.
Oh, yeah, that guy who came to pick you up. He seemed kind of tweaked out.
Koma Sakaguchi. I've been keeping an eye on him myself. His name's right under yours on my list, Shion Kasugai. And if there's embezzlement going on, you can bet it's being funneled right into the organization. To think that little twerp would be in this deep, though.
The group that was chasing me earlier were all Sakaguchi's people. I ask you, is it really such a threat for little old me to be wandering the streets of Akihabara? Sadly, I wasn't able to find out anything about the Synthester's drugs. Perhaps they're one of Sakaguchi's pet projects he doesn't like to talk about.
So what will you do now, Miss Kasugai?
Well, fortunately, I've been receiving offers from numerous colleges and research labs. So I have options to mull over for my future at the very least. Of course, that's after we sort out this whole Synthester mess. And until we do sort it out, I'd very much like to be a part of your group. I'm deeply curious to see how far the Synthester's influence has spread. And while we're finding that out, I may be able to help you in some small way.
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
So you want to join the Freedom Fighters?
Don't tell me I don't meet your requirements. I have a certificate of residence from Chiyoda City if it helps with the paperwork.
Nah, scraps of paper don't mean a thing here. All you need to join us is a love for Akiba deep in your heart.
Well, in that case, I'm perfectly qualified. Even if I don't quite look the part.
That's good.
She is here pretty much all the time lately. I don't see any problem letting her join, do you?
Hey, why the hell not? Welcome aboard. Now that you're one of us, what do you say we drop the formalities and just call you Shion?
That would be lovely. Thank you.
Always text me if you ever need to offload.
All right, we're one stronger now, so let's get back out there and do some damage.
Man, first Rin, now Shion. The Freedom Fighters keep growing and growing.
Oh, hey, are we gonna throw a welcome party for the new people?
I'll have to decline on that.
Yes, with things as they are, I don't think it would be appropriate. I believe I'll put in for an extended stay at a nearby hotel for the time being.
Ooh, that sounds so nice. I'd love to live in a hotel for a while sometime.
Didn't you once tell me you can only sleep on Japanese futons, though? The hotels around here are all Western style with
So
beds.
if you need to offload, you can always text me.
Oh, yeah. Probably wouldn't be able to get any rest at all in that case.
Speaking of rest, you were a bit unsteady when last we fought those enhanced synthesters. Has your condition improved since then?
Sorry if the audio is a bit loud in this game, by the way. The voice acting's just how it is. And same with the music, to be fair. I've got it on like lowest settings and it's still relatively loud. I think it's just the way that the PC port is handled. Then again, the PS4 version's near enough the same, now that I think about it. And no worries.
Did you stay up late watching anime again? Also, I'm sorry to ask this at such a time, but I have some shopping to do, and I'd like you to accompany me. Well, see, I'm looking to buy a figurine.
Oh boy, her
And
first figurine
Kaito
purchase.
said you were the expert on that. It's Lily Omi from Striprism. And I want it badly. There's a perfect spot for it in my room.
Open that tap and buy.
Is that what it takes? So, I suppose we should start by heading into Electric Town?
Oh, we got another email. Fishing radars 90% off. Rising electric. I wish fishing was a minigame in this game. A lot of games have fishing as a minigame, funnily enough.
The one I'm looking for is pre-transformation, wearing her elementary school backpack.
That one came out 2 years ago.
It's that old? Do you think the stores might be sold out of it? How many do you think we'll need to check?
A whole bunch.
Nothing. Not here either. No luck. There it is.
Oh, we found it.
1/8 scale Lily Omi, schoolgirl model. It's even prettier than the pictures made it out to be. Okay, I'm going to buy it.
Hold it right there! That out-of-print figurine is mine! Hand it over! You want one of your own, you can go find it someplace else!
Wow, what a jerk.
But we got to it first.
What, you gonna fight for it?
Funny you
Could
say
never
that.
hand Lily Omi over to violent brutes like you. With the melody of purest water, I, Sapphism, shall punish you.
Let's fight. So now,
Let's do this.
Let's do it!
Right there.
My Steam notification pops up.
Purity wins the day. I, Sapphism, shall forever safeguard Akiba's prosperity. Thank you for helping me search for my figurine. It was quite enjoyable. Like hunting for buried treasure. I'm sure it's days like this that the people passing through these streets hold dearest in their hearts. I hope you'll help me look for treasure again in the future. But right now, I think we should return to Mogra. Oh, it looks like Shion's been trying to get a hold of me. She wants me to meet up with her. Please, go on ahead. I'll be back in a little while.
Let's look at our email again. Grand opening, Captain, muscles at 120%. What is this, like a supplement advert? Iron claw massage. Get ready to cry into your omelette rice like a little bitch. Get your ass kicked lovingly by ambience and maids. That's quite the jarring advert, not gonna lie. Right, back to Mogra.
Well, welcome back. I hear you fought with Synthisters again. I hope you're okay.
He looks okay to me. I'm guessing he and Shizuku cleaned house out there.
What's wrong? You're making a very troubled face, Rin.
It's that woman, Shion Kasugai.
What? Are you still hung up on her?
She hasn't given me a reason to trust her yet, so yes.
But we know now she has no connection to the organization.
Sure, assuming we believe every word she says. How do we know she didn't set the whole thing up to come at us from the inside? What do you think?
I think you might be a little bit paranoid.
I just think we're better off being cautious about her, that's all.
Now that you mention it, wasn't Miss Kasugai just here? I wonder where she disappeared to.
Oh, Shion left a little while ago. Said she was gonna go meet up with Shizuku somewhere.
What? What's she gonna do, kidnap her? Then what? What's her plan? We can't just sit around here while Sis could be in trouble. Come on, Minion, we're going after her.
Okay, Electric Town Plaza.
All right, please get in.
So if I do this for you, you swear you'll...
You have my promise already. Just please keep it our little secret.
Understood.
Thank you so much. Hold it right there. Finally caught you red-handed, Shion Kasugai. What are you plotting? Where are you taking my sister? Excuse me?
Rin, this isn't...
Sis, get away, now!
No, Rin, this is not what you...
What's going on? Save your breath. Minion, get her! Are you sure about this? Because I have no idea what's going on.
Let's do this.
Take this!
Not that easy.
Take this! Here we go! Here we go, Hell!
Not that easy.
Take this! Here we go, Hell!
Not that easy.
Almost got it that time.
Here we go, Hell!
Take all in the world. Oh, I'm out. Sorry.
Yeah, you just have to target Shion and the fight steps.
You didn't have to tear my clothes off, you know. Come on, Shion Kasugai. Time for your confession. You've been lying from the start, haven't you? You fooled everybody else, but not me.
Rin, I've been trying to tell you it's not what you think.
Good, good. You explain it, Shizuku. Rin, listen to your sister. And would somebody please give me back my clothes?
Certainly. So, Rin, Miss Kasugai was not threatening me. She had no wish to harm any one of us. She simply wanted to give me a medical examination.
Medical examination?
That's right, and not even an invasive one. No physical risks whatsoever.
I was going to read her height, weight, blood pressure, eyesight, and so forth. Nothing more. It would teach us more about the differences between night eaters and regular humans.
So, that's it?
Good job, Ren.
That's all? But when Sis was about to get into that car, she looked kind of fidgety. And you were asking her to keep quiet about something.
Well, she was going to see there's a rare. It's something from SP.
Huh? You're not making any sense, Sis.
Strip Prism. The Best Hits Collection CD. She found a copy of it and was going to give it to me in exchange for the medical exam.
Sis, the last time someone here agreed to that, they strapped him down and turned him into a synthestor.
Sounds like a jolly fellow.
Besides, why all this secrecy, Kasugai? Why'd you have to bribe her behind our backs?
I'm sorry if you saw it that way. I certainly didn't mean to shake your trust in me. And the CD was meant as a thank you, not a bribe.
Well, I feel terrible. Let's slink back to base.
But we still don't know the whole story.
Rin, apologize to Miss Kasugai right this minute.
I'm sorry, Miss Kasugai.
Oh, that killed her so much.
It's quite all right. Think nothing of it. You were simply concerned for your sister, and that's nothing to apologize for. I'll reschedule the exam for another day.
All right.
And I'd like to accompany you back to Mogra. I have a certain proposal to tender regarding our battle plan from here on out. You'll be going back as well, I trust? Come on, then. There's no time to lose.
Good stuff. Back to Mogra we go.
Okay, so what's this about a proposal?
Sorry to call you all together so soon after joining the team. But this is regarding the connection between the organization and Daishihan Pharmaceuticals, so I figured you wouldn't mind. I've deduced that Daishihan is funding the organization and receiving some form of compensation in return. If I had to guess, I'd say the synthestor's unique biological properties are being used to create an experimental medicine or vaccine or some other such thing. And if we're to expose the truth, I think we'd best do it sooner rather than later.
Do you have any thoughts on how to accomplish that, though?
I do. That's the main reason I've called you here. I'm certain that Sakaguchi, the managing director from before, must be searching high and low for me right now. Presumably because, well, if what's occurring in Akihabara were to become public knowledge, and especially if the synthestors were to come to light, it wouldn't bode well for his best-laid plans.
So basically, you're too much of a threat to be allowed to run free.
Exactly, and that's where my proposal comes in. I'll serve as bait, leading Sakaguchi right into our hands. If we can pin him down, it should halt the enemy's plans for a bit.
The old bait and switch, huh? You really think it's gonna work?
It could be dangerous, Miss Kasugai. You shouldn't try it on your own. Let me go with you. I'm a target too, aren't I? Sakaguchi knows I've been snooping around. If he finds out his two biggest threats are out in the open together, he'll show up for sure.
Oh, yeah. I guess Daishihan would still be after you too, huh?
I'll start plipping that there's gonna be a street concert. And Miss Kasugai, as long as the concert's going on, you can talk to Sakaguchi all you want. Even Daishihan wouldn't start a fight in the middle of a huge crowd. Plus, with two separate targets instead of just one, we'll each only take half the risk.
Not a bad idea.
Of course not. I've learned a thing or two from my dear sister over the years, after all. So what do you think? Have we got a plan or what?
No objections here, and thanks for the support. And forgive me for burdening you with my problems, Rin.
No, I should be the one to apologize.
Okay, let's not get into apology wars here. You both feel guilty. We get it. Friends give and take and all that junk. And we're all friends here, so let's just move on.
That's right. One for all and all for one.
What a strangely specific error.
I'll serve as your escort then, Shion. Would you care to join us?
My, when did you become such a dependable warrior?
Anyway, I'm flipping right now that I've decided to stage an impromptu street concert in front of Akihabara Station.
All right, I'll see if I can arrange a rendezvous with Sakaguchi at the stairs to UD+.
If he comes, are you gonna, what, citizens arrest him and turn him over to the police?
Oh, I doubt I'll need to go that far. Sakaguchi is a weak-willed coward. All I have to do is start asking him questions about his connection to the organization. That should shake him up enough to slow their operation.
So you're just gonna tell him what you know and what you're capable of doing with that info, and let his own panic take care of the rest.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead to the rendezvous point in the plaza at the Electric Town exit.
Gotcha. Let's get this little espionage plan of ours underway.
We're going to be off to the plaza by the looks of it. Which is just over there. Yeah, a lot of the sections of the map are like pretty much unlocked at this point, so navigating ain't going to be too much of an issue.
Okay, it's almost time. Look, there he is. If you would, please take cover over there and wait for your cue.
Understood.
Well, well. It's good to see you again, Ms. President. Or should I say, Ms. Former President. With Rin performing just across the way, I take it you two are in on this together? I wouldn't be surprised if you're the one who sent her after me, since you seem to be such good friends now.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. Rin didn't trust me either at first.
Oh, I see.
At any rate, I'm certain you have a mountain of work waiting for you, so I'll get right to the point. I want you to sever your ties with the organization. Bringing synthesters into the business arena is, well, nothing short of reckless endangerment, to put it kindly.
So, that's your angle, then. I'll be sure to take your recommendation under serious advisement. Though it's unlikely anyone will give it any real consideration. You are, after all, no longer the CEO of our company. You're not associated with us at all anymore, in fact. And I don't recall us ever taking advice on company policy from the general public before.
I suppose not. Well, if I'm nothing more than a member of the general public in your eyes now, why not simply let me live my life in peace?
If we do that, what guarantee do we have that you won't go spreading baseless rumors about us?
He sounds familiar, his voice.
As soon as this little show is over, I'd like you and Rin to come with me.
Oh? Kidnapping and confinement are both rather serious crimes, you know.
It'd be completely voluntary, I assure you. And you have my personal guarantee that you'll be treated with all due respect. Though, if you happen to decline, I will have to give my associates a chance to persuade you.
Sejima's
So,
voice actor.
you're asking nicely, but we either go quietly
Yeah, it's the same
or
guy.
kicking and screaming.
I wondered why he looked familiar.
We always
Well,
used to
Sam
say you
familiar.
didn't have the spine to be a director, but it seems you've grown one after all.
All right, then. Take this woman to the location we discussed.
Yes,
Damn, I just realized that he's got quite a bit of range. Like, he's kind of authoritative in the first game. And then he becomes like the big bad, essentially, at the end of the game. But in this, he's kind of like a sniveling little worm tongue, really. It just, yeah, this goes to show that the voice actor's got quite a bit of range on him. Jameson Price, I believe his name is. Let me check. Yeah, Jameson Price. He's got quite a bit of range on him. I'll have to look at what other roles he's done, but like, that's quite a difference between characters.
So, you brought backup after all. Well, no matter. Take them all down.
Yeah, I can hear him now. Like the certain quirks of his voice.
Now, let's do it. Let's do it!
Let's
Here we go! Here we go!
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, you gotta fight them all off.
Steady now.
Let's do this. Let's do it!
Don't make me angry.
Off they go. Still some more left.
Here we go!
Oh, I don't have the guy's golf club. Hold on. Pretty heavy track. Sounds like something out of Guilty Gear, actually. I just realised we've got a pitter feed going on. The feast continues. Oh, Rin doing her little promotion. Everything up to here is macros. Guess it's time to spread the word.
Please, I'm opposed to violence.
Just as I thought. You can't possibly have any say in all this shady business. Too much heavy lifting for a lackey like you.
Shady? What nerve! I'll have you know the syntheser's somatic cells display properties that could be used to treat otherwise incurable illnesses and, well, suffice it to say, my research could save countless lives.
Furthering medical science is a valiant goal indeed. But you never truly cared about that, did you? You only wanted fame and fortune, no matter what you had to do to achieve it.
You were studying them too. Are you going to stand there and tell me you weren't planning on profiting from them yourself?
I'll tell you more than that. I only studied them because I wanted to know more about them. Pure intellectual curiosity. And I would never, ever sacrifice other people to satisfy that curiosity. That's unconscionable. Besides which, I'm a member of the Akiba Freedom Fighters now. My first priority is to protect this town. Research comes later.
Damn it, this isn't over! You haven't won, you hear me? I've still got the organization behind me 100%!
Behind you? Oh dear. I certainly hope you weren't counting on that.
Oh dear.
Soga!
Mr. Kagutsuki, sir! Please, I beg of you, save me!
You're a disgrace. Get your filthy hands off of me. I no longer have any use for the likes of you.
Wait! No! Think of all the funding we've provided! We gave you your base of operations! And we proposed the plan to give the synthesers performance enhancers! Well, I proposed that plan! Me!
And what has it achieved? What did I instruct you to do? You had one job, to remove our only obstacles. And you failed. The final preparations have been completed. Begone. Get out of my sight.
I want to know why you're doing this. Why corrupt Akiba? What do you hope to accomplish by releasing synthesters into the town?
The synthesters are merely the groundwork for a much larger plan. My ultimate goal is the town itself.
Oh yeah, little fun fact. Shizuku's voice actress is the same voice actress that did Io's voice in Code Vein, as well as the female default voice as well, which is kind of cool. I was wondering why she sounded very familiar as well, because I'd played Code Vein not too long ago.
I intend to turn Akiba into a perfect dark utopia. I've been using the synthesters all this time to gather life energy, so I can create that dark utopia and turn Akihabara itself into a machine that gathers even more. Once I've done that, I'll be able to gather life energy from all over Japan. Nay, from all over the world. And then the Night Eaters will finally take their rightful place. Our people will rise from the brink of extinction to the heights of glory.
I can't let you do that. I won't let that happen, no matter what.
Don't be so hasty, Shizuku. It seems you haven't noticed the changes your partner is going through. Otherwise, I doubt you'd be so quick to stand against me.
What?
Are you all right? Oh dear, he's burning up.
My dark utopia is becoming a reality. And it's already taken quite a toll on that poor boy's body.
Soga, please, you need to put a stop to this right now.
Oh no. I will see it through to its conclusion. This town's end shall be its new beginning, bearing witness to the dawn of a new era. An era in which we Night Eaters finally receive our due. May we never meet again.
Soga!
All we wanted to do was lure out Sakaguchi. Now here we are with more than we bargained for.
But a dark utopia?
Can you walk? I suggest we fall back to Mogra. Would you lend him a shoulder as well, Shizuku?
Of course.
His fever. It's still not breaking.
So much for standard medicine. What could have brought this on?
If his condition was deteriorating this much, why didn't he say anything about it?
Brother, hang in there. This is terrible. His pep was his only redeeming feature.
It'll be okay. He'll get better soon. I know he will.
You were just pushing yourself too hard.
Wasn't just him. We all kept on pushing him. Put all our faith in him like he was some kind of RPG hero or something. Expected the world of the poor boy.
That's meta AF. Also, the sister's voice actress also voiced Libra in Fire Emblem Awakening, which is actually a very good Fire Emblem game. But yeah, that's kind of neat.
Synthester, Night Eater, whatever he is now. At some point, we all forgot he's just a regular high school kid, too.
What he is an idiot. A colossal freaking idiot. Letting himself get beat down like a lowly minion. Something terrible is happening. People are collapsing one after the other all around Akihabara Station.
Wait, what?
I don't know the reason. People are just falling down when they get near the station. Even the police officers investigating are affected.
Confirmed. Pitter is lighting up with reports of it. It's all anyone's talking about right now.
You don't think.
Soga's dark utopia.
That crazy plan of his is actually happening?
The people who've collapsed are being drained of their life energy.
But why Akihabara Station? There's nothing particularly notable about that area.
If only we knew where their hideout was, we could bust in there and beat some sense into that jackass.
Their hideout? Of course. That could be it. That could be the place.
You figured out where they're hiding?
When we were studying the pattern of attacks before, I thought it seemed like the circle was a little off-center from Akihabara Station.
So where the hell is it already?
Just southwest of there. The construction site for the new Radio Kaikon building.
The Radio Kaikon building? But how do you...
Now that you mention it, the building's all tarped up and there aren't a lot of people who've seen what's inside.
Worth a look, that's for sure.
I can feel it too. I can feel the radio waves cutting through me.
Rin and I will go investigate. The coming battle is between Night Eater and Night Eater. Rin and I should go by ourselves.
And before the rest of you volunteer, remember, ordinary humans can't get anywhere near the station.
It'll be all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, what she said.
But are you too sure you can fight him, considering his motives?
He's sacrificing one race to save another. And yeah, you know what? Maybe it's in our nature to fight for survival. Sure it is. But he's hurting innocent victims to try and force our people into his idea of a future. There's nothing natural about that, and I'm not gonna let it happen. No way.
Rin.
I know what Big Brother's going for. I do. He thinks our future's on his shoulders. Hell, maybe he's right about that. But this isn't the way.
You're right.
It's not
It's
the way.
not.
You better come back, you hear me? I don't want to lose any friends here.
They'll be back. Got no doubts about that.
There's still a lot to see and do here in Akiba, after all.
I fiercely concur.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, we're heading out. Take care of him while we're gone. And they're off!
I hope we don't regret letting them go by themselves.
We had no choice. We all know what would happen if any of us poor humans came within sight of the station. If we had joined them, we'd only have been in the way.
Time for us to get up.
Broke down. You shouldn't be up.
Dude, you can barely stand. Don't try to be a hero.
Need to be there for Shizuku.
As you are now, you wouldn't be much help to her. If anything, you'd be a liability.
I understand your feelings, but your body is in scrambles.
Shambles.
Shambles! If you push yourself any harder, you might break.
What the?
Look out!
Ah! Is this it? Is this the nest of the rats who oppose Lord Kagetsuki?
Synthesters.
Damn it! In here?
Kadi, take the sister and hide in the back room.
Oh, okay. Please, stay calm and come with me.
What are you standing around for? If you're going, go already. We'll handle the fighting. You really want to chase after Shizuku and Rin, now's your chance. Hiya! Barf!
Whoa! Holy crap! Pops, you're way stronger than you look.
Yes, if only we'd known that sooner, you could have joined the battle party.
Nah, the old guard's supposed to train the heroes, not show them up. Come on, you know how it works.
Damn! All right, have it your way.
Don't you dare underestimate me just because I'm a woman. Tia!
He's right, you know. If you're so dead set on this, you should go now and come back alive with the Tokikaze sisters in tow.
Go. Go and become a part of Akiba legend.
Good luck.
Brosen one, I believe in you.
Brosen one. I like that. The bro puns of the sisters great in this game.
Oi!
Right. So the the city's gone. Complete hell in a handbasket, right? The best part about this bit of the game is that you can actually grind and get some equipment and stuff if you so wish. In the meantime, we're just going to push forward. I don't know if you can fast travel. Oh, you can. Never mind. Yeah, we're in the final stretch of this route, pretty much. And then when we save and finish the ending, I will get off stream, and next time around we can then start the Toko route. I will be naturally fast forwarding the beginning stuff when I do that route, and only really keep the dialogue exchanges open for the affinity stuff that we do. And then onward when we get onto a separate branch, naturally.
You're in such a weak state, and yet... Why are you here? I told you not to come.
Seriously, we left you behind for a reason, you know.
Still, it's very good to see you. I can feel Soga's presence, albeit faintly. There can be no doubt. The key to his plan is inside this building.
You're probably right. So then, what exactly are we expecting to find here?
A source of entropy and corruption. Beyond that specifically, we'll find out. If we eliminate the source, we eliminate the problem. But we need to hurry.
Sis, we've got company.
Yep, got a lot of enemies to deal with.
Grah! You ain't setting one foot in there. Your journey ends here and now.
And we're surrounded. With this many guards, you're definitely right. It has to be the source in there.
We're going to have to fight our way through. Rin.
Don't worry, I'll keep up. We fight.
Let's go.
Now, let's do this. Let's do it! Don't make me angry. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Do anything, please. Don't make me angry. Why you? This ain't over. This ain't over. This ain't over. So you've got me. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
What I usually do is, I get one NPC left, put my weapon away and pick up everything, including all the money and items, because it's going to be useful for New Game Plus, for fusing and for selling as well, I suppose, if you so inclined. They give you a bit of extended time to pick everything up as well, but you know, it's always good to just put your weapon away and get everything you can before dealing with the last NPC.
I think we got him.
Are you all right?
Oh yeah.
No, I'm fine.
I have to keep telling Shizuku everything.
Reinforcements. A whole pack of them.
Sis, I've got this.
No, There are too many.
Don't worry, I'm used to big crowds, and these guys look a little shabby. You go ahead and find Big Brother. And you need to go with her. If anything happens to Sis, I'm holding you personally responsible. You got that?
We'll protect her with our life.
Thank you, Rin. But please, don't get hurt. You're my dear sister, after all. My only sister.
Sis, that's all I needed to hear. Those words alone will keep me safe, I promise. Go on. Now, get in there and save this town. Well, my little sheeplings, it's your lucky day. You're just in time for my final encore. You better get that mosh pit ready.
Is this the core of Soga's dark utopia?
Well, well, I'm impressed you made it this far. Though you'll forgive me if I don't give you the warmest of welcomes.
Soga, there's still time. Put a stop to this foolishness.
Foolishness? Oh, Shizuku, your lack of faith wounds me. This device, you see, ensures the continued survival of the Night Eater clan in perpetuity. Think of it like Noah's Ark. The output still needs some fine-tuning, but once we find just the right glorious frequency, all who come to Akihabara will find themselves drained of their energy before they even know what hit them. One gentle tug on each mortal body, and all those lifetimes' worth of energy will be ours.
If you do that, you'll only ensure that no one comes to Akiba anymore. The whole area will become a ghost town.
Akiba, a ghost town? I find that highly unlikely. As the greed and the passion are sucked from the marrow of its people, the town will swell with its majesty. Few will be able to avert their gaze.
But why? Why Akiba? Why do you need to disrupt these people's lives?
Because this town is perfectly suited to my needs. You see, Akihabara's particular brand of lust and desire is entirely unique.
Unique? How?
Theft, corruption, deception. These are wants which go against man's natural instincts. They are foul and disgusting. But here, those festering desires are ignored, and in their place is unadulterated lust, but a pure lust, new and untarnished. Here, pilgrims offer their devotion, laying down their livelihoods for animation, for games, for songmakers. A new form of piety has flourished within these streets, in reverence to an entirely new sort of God.
That's madness.
No, it's the truth, and I can prove it. The energy I've collected from the people in this town has been inordinately fine and pure. These people have remained chaste in service to their view of the world. Akiba is utterly awash in unspoiled virginity, and their hymns of praise shall echo through the streets of my dark utopia forever. That is the purpose I have been given.
Religious worship changes with the times. That's part of the natural order of things. But to hijack that worship, to force their beliefs to serve you, can you claim any right to do that? Even for your people? If it's our fate to die out, then I accept that fate without regret.
That is your prerogative, but I'm afraid we don't see eye to eye. And you and I are well past the point of debate. What about you, boy? Why do you oppose me? What reason could you possibly have for throwing your life away? It seems you are resolute in your convictions. But I have convictions of my own, and I will not compromise them. Much as I'm certain you will not compromise yours. Therefore, show me the strength of your determination. Make me yield if you can, boy.
Soga.
I've got your back.
Round one.
I'm good to go. Here we go.
Come
His weapon's really good, by the way. I actually do have it, but I've kind of limited myself to using it. It is really overpowered, especially when you level it up. Yeah, it's one of those moments, a bit like Zenya. Just gotta keep hitting him until we do enough damage. There we go. And then we do our second round, when he has backup.
You've improved, Shizuku. And here I always thought you hated conflict. Very well then. If this is to be the trial my people must overcome, then by my hand it shall be overcome. Ha!
Soga, is this your true power? But how? You shouldn't have any power left. I need to borrow just a little more strength from you. Thank you. Let's win this. For the future of this town.
I've got your back. So now, let's do this.
Let's do it!
Here we go. What? Here we go.
Here we go!
There we go, we got it. Quickly collect his weapon. I just realised Pitter's had like a... Yeah, they're talking about people falling down like ragdolls. Also got an email, final battle.
Did we do it?
No, this can't be. I've been taken down by raw power. Perhaps it's my fate to be ousted by a superior force.
Soga.
Is this the end? Our future, the bright future I saw for us, will never come to pass. Can you accept that, Shizuku? That we Night Eaters must once again return to the darkest of dark nights?
I may not have to, because there's no reason for us to lurk in the darkness anymore. This town will accept us for who we are, even if it takes a while. I'm certain that in time, everyone will come around, just like you did.
I see. I see the optimism of youth. But no, there is only one path our people can follow now. And that path leads into the abyss. I suppose this is to be our last meeting.
Soga.
Tell me, boy, what is it you like best about this town? Well said. This is goodbye, Shizuku. I'm sorry. Give my apologies to Rin as well.
Brother, if you wanted to change our fate, there must have been other ways to do it. Oh, has your condition improved? So this machine was the cause of your sickness after all. I'm glad you're safe now. Thank you for lending me your strength when I needed it most. I'm glad to have chosen you as my familiar. Wow, that's very kind, but it's making me blush a bit. At any rate, the town is now officially saved. Come on, let's go back. Back to the others.
Hard to believe it's been a whole week since that Dark Utopia mess.
Time passed so quickly.
But doesn't it strike you as kind of weird? I mean, we're talking about this huge incident with all these people involved, but the news has already just forgotten about it. Like there hasn't been a peep lately.
Well, to be fair, they can only repeat "cause still unknown" so many times, can't they? Beyond that, it seems no one has anything left to say.
Not even Daishihan Pharmaceuticals? You'd think they'd be taking some heat for this at least.
Maybe they are, but that's not my problem anymore now, is it?
Don't matter none to me anyway. Everything's wrapped up and back to normal, and that's good enough in my book. Don't seem like nobody died in the whole Synthestor hullabaloo neither. At least, I ain't heard about it if anybody did. Tons of people hospitalized after getting their energy sucked out, though.
Supposedly, all the synthestors who burned up in the sun turned back into humans and were found collapsed on the street, believe it or not. They're in tremendous pain and have to go through rehabilitation before they can rejoin society at large, but, well, that's the price you pay, I suppose.
As long as Protector is good, that's all that matters.
So everything's more or less okay in Akiba. But what about you Night Eaters?
Our people used to be worshipped as earth deities, feeding off the piety of our loyal subjects. But these days, the nights have grown a bit less dark, and nature has become a bit less threatening. Our hearts used to beat to the people's prayers, but now those prayers are silent, and our powers fade.
Is it that lack of piety that's keeping you from having children? Is there just not enough life energy for the task? Is that why you're dying out?
Soga thought he could take the desires of Akiba's people and harness them into a new kind of piety to replace what we had before. And he was doing it for us, all of the Night Eaters, myself and Rin as well. He was doing it to give us a future.
To give your whole race a future. I think I would have gone to those extremes for my brother too, if I had to. Because if anything ever happened to him, it would be troubling. Very troubling indeed.
But since his Dark Utopia plan failed, doesn't that mean you guys are back to square one?
If it's our fate to fall in ruin, I'll accept it.
Sis.
But until then, I'm going to go back home and hold funerary rites for our brother, together with my people. You don't need to come, nor do you need to concern yourself with the duties of a familiar any longer.
Come on, sis. Won't you consider staying in Akiba instead?
Do you feel obligated to go?
My mind is made up. The fact of the matter is, my people caused a tremendous amount of trouble for this town. And someone needs to answer for that.
Sis.
I'll be leaving tomorrow.
What? That soon?
And I need to prepare for the trip. So if you'll please excuse me.
I wonder if Shizuku will really go back home.
The way she was talking, it sure sounds like it. Won't be the same around here without her.
You're staying at least, right, Rin? I mean, if you leave too, things are just gonna be way too depressing around here.
Don't worry. I'll be sticking around in Akiba for at least a little while. There are still shows for me to headline after all. Though, I do wish Sis would stay here with me.
Tomorrow we'll say our goodbyes to Shizuku here at Mogra. And then, I think you should walk her to the station.
What? How come? Why don't we all get to go?
Kaito, you are not very good at reading the mood.
I believe Yuto has the right idea. Shizuku's final moments here should be spent alone with him.
Oh, now I get it.
It took him long enough to realize.
Thank you all for everything.
I can't believe you're really going. I never know what to say in situations like this.
If you should ever have any trouble, please don't hesitate to contact us. We'll be here for you.
Let's watch Strip Prism SDX next time.
I'll leave the upstairs room just the way it is, in case you ever want to come back.
Oh, sis, you know I'm not great with goodbyes. But I'll come visit for the Obon Festival, and for New Year's.
We'll see you off here, but he is going to carry your bags to the station for you.
You can work him to the bone if you have to. He is your familiar after all.
Thank you again, everyone. The days I spent here with you will always be at the forefront of my memories. I promise. I'll never forget any of you. I truly appreciate everything you've done for me. Farewell. Thank you for helping me with my things. I hate leaving all this activity behind. At first, I found it noisy and irritating in this town. But I've come to regard this bustle as proof of the many wonderful interactions people are having here every day. It's like the sound of Akiba breathing.
Please don't go.
Maybe it was unfair of me to let you help me with my bags. I'm betting you came along with the sole intention of trying to stop me from leaving. You may have even anticipated it working. Figured you'd convince me not to go back home. Well, to be honest, I don't want to go. But our people have caused so much trouble for you humans. And moreover, I cost my entire race their only hope. I certainly don't approve of Soga's methods, but they would have worked if I hadn't intervened. Regardless of anything else, it's my fault that his plan failed. And as a Night Eater, I have to answer for that. Me? Change? No, It's not our way to strike off on our own. I can't forgive myself for what I did to you. I stole something very important from you. The ability to feel the warmth of the sun on your skin. Whatever power or longevity I gave you in return, it's a poor trade. I made you inhuman. I can't ever ask for forgiveness. Not from the Night Eaters, not from Soga, and certainly not from you. But I want to live in this town. This is where I want to be, with all the people I hold dear. Moreover, I want to try to find another way. Another means by which we Night Eaters can have a future. You are the sun in my sky. But while the light of the sun burns my body, you burn my heart. I love you. I never want to leave your side again. It's all right. You don't need to say a word. I can tell how you feel from the rhythm of your heartbeat. Let's be together. And let's bear witness to it together. Whatever the future has in store for Akihabara.
Hooray! We got the good ending with Shizuku. Well, we basically got the Shizuku route done in the bag. Pretty easy, just pick all the good interactions. It's a good thing I got the hint, affection hint turned on. It makes the routes a little easier. But yeah, that's pretty much the Shizuku route. The other routes are gonna be a little bit quicker because of skipping past the beginning parts and just picking the options that favour the other partners. The next stream that we do this, we'll be doing the Toko route, which is her, naturally. I can't remember now if there's an extra cutscene at the end of the credits. I'm not too sure. We'll have to hang around and wait. Out of curiosity, can I speed up the credits? No, I can't. I'm going to have to sit through them. After we do the other routes for the other girls, I'll make sure we skip the credits, because no one wants to sit through the credits multiple times. It's funny actually with the whole different routes and different endings. Reminds me of Way of the Samurai in a lot of ways. I should definitely look into playing Way of the Samurai 3. I know it's on Steam pretty cheap. Maybe that'll be my next purchase at some point on Steam. Question is, what's the controller support like for it? I have a feeling it's partial, which means I'll probably have to map the controls cleverly. But we'll get to that when we get to it. One thing at a time. We're still doing Akiba. There's also the other Akiba game, which I'll have to get round to doing when we're done with the roots on this. I've got it on console and I've been wanting to do it for a while. To sum it up, and from what I've heard, it plays like a poor man's Tales of game, which I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. But we'll get to Akiba's beat when we get to it. The focus on Akiba's beat is more music centered as well, by the way. So there's going to be a lot of, I'm assuming a lot more idol culture and stuff with beat when we get around to playing it. But one thing at a time. We're still doing this games like Roots, so we'll be doing the other Roots in the next set. I mean, we've got 3 Roots left to go. We've got Toko's, Rin's, and Shion's, and the sister route, which I'll probably do separately. Well, yeah, I have to do it separately because the ending's like, it's a full featured ending, but there's 6 missions that you have to do. You have to get to a certain point in the game's progression as well to get the final mission to appear. You have to make sure you don't miss on any of the missions that she has. And I think there's one that triggers when you talk to Pops, I think. Please note the buildings and monuments in Akiba's trip are based on the Akihabara town area in the fall of 2012 to the summer of 2013. That's pretty cool. They've probably massively changed by now, but still, it's kind of neat knowing they were modelled from a certain point in time. Very pretty light effects at the end. Oh, I guess that's it. There's no extra scene at the end. Playable character models have now been unlocked. You can change your character model. We now have Shizuku and certain residents of Akihabara. Main character setting has been unlocked. You may be selected via character setup screen on subsequent playthroughs. We've got Soga's boots and the standard stance, which is a regular walking stance. Shizuku's mules, Zenya's Oxfords, and Shizuku's rune. Shizuku's runes is a walking animation, I believe. Right, we're going to save over the data. Ready for the next route, which will be in the next stream where we do Toko's route. And yeah, it kicks you back to the main menu after we're done here. And if I remember correctly, yep, there you go. Shizuku's route is now popped up because Shizuku has showed up on the main menu. I think Kari and Zenya appear if you just clear the game with no particular ending. They pop up for some reason. That was fun. I enjoyed doing Shizuku's route. I mean, yeah, it was a 2-parter because naturally sitting through all of the events. But like I said, the other routes will be a bit quicker and I won't be skipping through certain vital parts of those routes when we get to it anyway. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be hoping to catch you in the next stream where we will carry on with the next route that we're going to do. Right, until then, ciao for now.